Hi, I'm at Redlands National Monument in Colorado, outside of Fruita. I think that's how you say it. Approaching Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm actually doing all these pit stops. I've driven through here many a times, not this national monument, but off the freeway, like off of the 70. So I've traveled down the 70 multiple times back and forth in between jobs and stuff like that from one season to the next. But it feels that every time I'm traveling or driving that I'm always on my way somewhere, like having to meet against a deadline. And then so this is probably the first time that I've allowed myself more. I'm all about the hustle, so I don't like to usually, if I say end a job on a Friday, I always do my best to, like, just keep it pushing and start the new week at the next place by that Monday. So I'm usually a little bit pressed for time. This time though, I allowed myself a week. Actually, yes, I spent a week with the family, and then I allowed myself a week to get from with the family to the next job, so for that time in between. I'm not really sure why I did that, but I guess maybe a part of me recognized or knew that I wasn't gonna, or probably won't be coming through here again for quite some time. Or I don't know. It's time to, I have to get serious about life, and that's gonna be over the course of, say, like the next 18 months at least. So I don't expect to be doing any traveling during that time. So it's a little bit sad for me because there are a lot of places that have yet to be explored. But at the same time, however, I was like, I'm ready for new adventures. And so hopefully once my 18 months are up, I'll get to maybe go like to Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, places like that. And I love Colorado. Once upon a time, my favorite state used to be, first it was Alaska. I fell in love with Alaska. Of course, always after California, right? It was Alaska, and then after that it became Wyoming. So then once I had opportunity to work in Wyoming, it was a battle between Alaska and Wyoming as to which claimed number one spot in my heart. And so now I have to say, maybe it's just because of the personal things that I've gone through most recently in Wyoming, it's not my favorite state anymore. But I think maybe Colorado's inching its way up. It has a certain energy and vibrancy to it that no of the places that I visited, of the few places that I have visited so far, it possesses its own unique energies, like young, youthful, vibrant. I mean, regardless of what your age is, in activity and health and people doing stuff, and just a true like a zest for the outdoors. And I had opportunity to work at a restaurant that was along the Continental Divide. So a lot of people would come, start off their trip from in Banff, Canada, and then end up in, regions of Mexico. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look up that bike trail one of these days. But God, I said, I forgot what I started saying, but it was just so many people in different ways exploring the country and the natural beauty around us. Whether it be, we got a lot of people on dirt bikes, ATVs, side by sides, but so many cyclists, motorcycles too, but so many cyclists that said, oh gosh, that they told me, I'm like, I can't even find the words for it, but just like through their expression, that there was nothing like Colorado. You get like mountainous regions, you get snow, you get desert, plains, mesas, so much vibrancy. And I hope that for those that have not yet had opportunity to visit Colorado, make it a point.